Hey yo comunidad, today I will open you my secret tips about weighted muscle ups. There is some special things that I want you to open, and trust me, it will make your progress better, faster. You can jump up by weights easier, more safer, and do it because you'll be able to do it, Let's go. We will start from body weight exercises to make your form perfect and actually correct, because most of the people, they do it, but they do it wrong. And the biggest problem in it's positioning of your elbows, of your wrists, of your shoulders, and actually upper body. How you move, how you bringing your upper body over the bar. This is the key. The moment you get the right transition, this is the moment when your last rep is going to look like your first one. So, first of all, I want to explain you the right technique for the muscle up, for the weighted and for the body weight also, because in both of them we are using the same transition. So it's very important that you have a 90-degree angle in your hand. This is the position you should have while you muscle upping. One angle from your wrist to your elbow, from your elbow to your shoulder. When you're making the transition over the bar, the whole your hand is going to be over the bar at 90-degree angle. Okay, we are not going up just with the forearm, elbow and the shoulder, and then we are turning our wrist. This is the problem, and this is actually the moment when you can get injured while the muscle upping with additional weights. Why? Because the whole pressure, when you're already over the bar, the whole pressure is going to your elbows and to your wrists. So this is the problem, and that's actually why it has to be always angle of 90-degree and one movement to be over the bar. Try to be relaxed. Relax everything what is going lower from your chest. Okay, everything has to be completely relaxed, and you are focusing only on the muscle that actually you have to engage while you're performing the muscle up. Doesn't matter weighted or body weight ones. So let me show you the right form of body weight muscle up. Check this out. As you were seeing, I were muscle upping to 90-degree, and whole my upper body is going to be over the bar. Why? Because when we will hold on a lot of weights on ourselves as additional weight, and when you muscle upping and you turning just your elbows without your upper body, you're gonna fall back. So it's very important to make the whole transition from your wrist to the elbow, from the elbow to the shoulder. All right. Right now I'm gonna show you progression exercises, how to learn the right transition. Let's go. Sorry fam, I forgot to show you how to do the wrong muscle up. This is the way you can't make them with additional weight. So first of all, the false grip. You cannot grab the bar with the false grip. Another thing, and the biggest mistake when you're going up, you see my wrists? My wrists are behind. Yeah, I didn't turn them in the right transition. So I left them over there, and the whole pressure is going to my wrists and to my elbows. It has to be here, and your upper body also has to be there. So then you're not gonna fall back. And then the whole pressure that was in my wrist and in my elbows right now, it will be splitted by 3 parts, okay, if you do it right, with the right transition. So fam, this is Ukraine. We were training right now, we were filming tutorial, and the fox just went through the park, through the workout park, to take some Dubai chocolate. Yeah, okay, bye-bye, it's time to leave. So let's get back to the progression exercises that will improve your transition from dead hang to be over the bar. There is nothing about the strengths, all right? We need to use the momentum from our legs. We have to make a pullover to be over the bar, then we go down to 90 degrees, and we make a pullover forward, all right? Not backward to be over the bar, but throwing our legs down to make a turn that will bringing ourselves back to the same position where we were starting rolling in, all right? We go for the pullover here. Go a bit backward. Yeah. So from here, we go on our stomach, yeah, on our ribs to 90 degree. We throw our legs using the momentum of our legs, of our lower body, and it will bring us back to the same position. Once again, throw the legs, get back on the bar. Throw the legs, get back on the bar. Throw the legs, get back on the bar. Second one, fam, it's about to make our tendons stronger, because in calisthenics most of the exercises that we are performing them not because of the muscles, because of the strength of our tendons. Full planche, front lever, one arm pull-ups, typewriters, explosive muscle ups, weighted pull-ups, dips, everything. It's very important to make our tendons strong. The second progression, you need to hold on under the bar with an open elbows, and from that position you have to go over the bar. Yeah, elbows outside, our upper body is going to be over the bar. Yeah, and then you get back to the same position. You can use once again assisted rubber band, yeah, to help yourself out, but better if you're gonna have two of the bands by the sides, because you need to grab the bar in the middle, and if the rubber is going to be in the middle, so you cannot be inside the bar, yeah, because the rubber will be there. You take two teeny ones instead of one wider one, yeah. You bring them by the side, connect them in between in the middle, put two of your legs inside, and then you go, yeah. So this is the first progression. The second, in this exercise, the second one, it's from the keeping. You just swing in, grab the tempo, and get up, okay. And the one that I'm going to show you, you just hold on and go up. Simple. Let's go. So from here we go up, yeah, push 90, once again hold on, up, 90, hold on, up. In this one we're gonna make our tendons stronger, okay. Also, another very important thing in this exercise, you're starting to understanding the way how you should going up, yeah, because from this position, when you are under the bar and your head is touching the bar and your elbows is opening by the sides, you're holding on, and then only if you're making the right transition over the bar, it will be possible for you to be over the bar, yeah, because otherwise you need to make so many moves. So from here you're going up, so from open elbows you need to bring them closer to your body. Your wrists is going to be here instead of there, so all the pressure is going to your elbows and to your wrists, as I was showing you before. So it's very important that your elbows is outside and you're making the right transition. So after you get through these 2 points, we will move forward, where I'm gonna explain you the right way of structuring your trainings with an additional weights like supersets, and how you should add more weights, and when actually is the time to add more weights for 1 RM of your weighted muscle up. Let's go. First of all, fam, I want to show you the right way of working in your supersets and 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 RM with the weighted muscle ups. Before you jump up with weights, it's very important that you strengthening every step, yeah, before you get to your 1 RM. It could be 5 kg, 10 kg, 20, 50, 60, whatever, you know. For example, how it was working for me, yeah. First of all, I was working a lot with my body weight. Then I was increasing the weights and I was doing the same shit, but for example, plus 5 kg, then plus 10 kg, then plus 15, then plus 20, then plus 24, then plus 32, then plus 40. You need to jump up slowly and to make sure that every step you were strengthening. You were working for reps, you were working for sets, you were working for the different combinations, you know, and then we can increase the weights. But right now I'm gonna show you the right way how you should connect the belt to the kettlebell, and I'm gonna show you the right technique of performing the muscle ups with the additional weights, how it works with the kettlebells and how it works with the plates, yeah, because it's different things. For example, under 32 kg I always work with the kettlebells. If it goes up, for example 35, 40, 45, 50, I'm working with the plates, yeah. So I'm gonna explain you the difference and I'm gonna explain you how you should use it, you know. Also, fam, before I'm showing you the right form with the weights, let me know how are you connecting the weights to yourself, yeah. What kind of belts are you using, and are you working more with the kettlebells or with the plates? Let me know over there. See, I never use a false grip, yeah. I'm always going with the normal grip. From here you go up, yeah, again down, as you can see, the form of how I was performing the weights, the weighted muscle ups. I was always bringing my upper body over the bar, okay. So you're making sure that you're not gonna fall back, okay. And also very important thing for me, it took around 5 years maybe to work just with the 20 kg. So I begin, for example, from 1 muscle up or 2 muscle ups, then 3, then 5, then supersets. Then it makes me stronger, my tendons, and then I was increasing the weights. So you need to understand that strengthening yourself, it takes time, yeah. You cannot make 100 kg pull up without even trying once in your life bodyweight pull-ups, you know what I mean. Everything takes time, so make sure that you are doing it right. Also, fam, I'm not putting on you the, for example, my way of making the weighted muscle ups. I'm just sharing you my experience, how to make it better, to be more safe, and to escape from, to avoid any injuries, you know. Because, the most important thing in every sport discipline is to be safe and to train till the rest of your life, you know, of our lives. So I recommend you to use this transition, because you're gonna increase your weights if you're already doing the weighted muscle ups, and you can be more safer, and you can make more weights for your 1RM with this transition. You know, if you're already making 50 kg, so I'm sure that you're gonna make 55 or 60 with this one. So I hope that you were enjoying the video. I hope that you grab some good advices that will benefit your future in this discipline, with this movement, and with additional weights in your future, in your competition, in your daily workouts, and actually in your personal improvements. Thank you.